a concealer and a foundation. I'm excited. Hi everyone, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you're new here, my name is Stephanie and I cover oily skin, hooded eyes, and beauty. Welcome back to my Concealer Wars. Today's episode 8, and if you're watching this in the future, I will link all of the videos down below for you. For each of these concealers, I will be testing them out just underneath my eyes while baking and a light setting. So let's get into concealer number 8, and that's the Milani Conceal Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation and Concealer. It's a concealer, it's a foundation. It is a makeup multitasker. This lightweight oil-free formula is long-wearing, water-resistant, and sweat-proof while giving you a medium to full coverage. So I tested this concealer out for 2 days, and day 1 is my first impression, so let's roll the tape. I have the color Creamy Vanilla. Let's go ahead and pump this on the back of my hand. You can see it's very thick. Smell test. It has a perfumey scent to it. Smells pretty good to me. On the right side, I'm gonna blend out the concealer with a damp sponge, and on the left side, a brush. Holy crap, that's a lot. I might need to transfer some over to that side. So the coverage is definitely light to medium, and it has just a little hint of yellow, but I think it still looks really nice. And this does have a satin finish to it, which I normally go towards mattes, but I'm actually really liking this. It looks so natural, and it's just blending in with my foundation perfectly. So I am gonna build this up just to see if I can get more coverage and to see how the build-up process works. So this is definitely buildable, and I think that I built it up to be a medium coverage. So this looks so nice. I'm gonna go ahead and do the left side with a brush. So this is way too thick for me to try and blend this out with a brush, so I am gonna use my damp beauty sponge to blend this out. Okay, much better. So I am gonna build this up just so that way these two sides match. I am really loving this concealer so far. Let's go ahead and do a close-up so you guys can see. So here's the left side, just looking so good and so natural. You can't even tell that I'm wearing makeup. And then here's the right side, also looking so good. So far, I am so impressed with this concealer. I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back with the rest of my makeup. Let's go ahead and take a look at my concealer. Of course I did bake, so I mattified the crap out of it, but it does not look drying at all. It actually played well with everything on my face. I am so excited. This looks so good. Let's go ahead and do a close-up so you guys can see. So here is the left side looking really good. And here's the right side, also looking very good. I can't wait to see what this looks like at the end of the day, so I'll be right back to let you guys know. So I'm back for my check-in, and it's been about 10 hours, so let's go ahead and take a look at my concealer. It is definitely still very matte. As you can tell, all of my oils have come out on the rest of my face, except for under my eyes. There is zero creasing, like zero. I don't see any transfer, I don't see any fading. And I feel like the coverage has stayed the exact same. So let's go ahead and do a close-up so you guys can see. Here's the left side, zero creasing. Actually, you can see that there's just a little bit of transfer right here in the corner of my eye, but that's it. And here's the right side, zero creasing, zero transfer. So good. I am so impressed with this concealer, and even though I mattified the crap out of it, it still does not look drying at all. It still feels moisturizing. I really like this, and I cannot wait to see what this looks like tomorrow with just a light setting. Today's day 2, and I've been wearing my makeup for about 10 hours now, so let's go ahead and take a look at my concealer. Just as a reminder, I did do a very light setting today. I do see that there's just very little creasing on the right side and no creasing on the left side. I don't see any transfer, any fading. and it still looks very matte. You can definitely see the oils have come out on the rest of my face except for the under eye area. I think this looks really good, so let's go ahead and do a close-up so you guys can see. Had to put on lip gloss because I totally forgot. So here's the left side. Zero creasing, zero transfer, zero fading. It looks so good. And here's the right side. There is just very little creasing, not really noticeable, but yeah, looking really good. I'm not really disappointed. I know that there's just a little bit of creasing, but still with this light setting, I think this concealer really held up and did a really good job. So this concealer is so beautiful, and it looks so natural because of its satin finish, and I'm really used to using just matte concealers, but this one looked so good. Of course, I really like it whenever I did bake. I did mattify the crap out of it, but it wasn't like over drying, or it didn't feel drying at all, really. It just felt normal, I guess. So I do want to practice with it when it comes to a light setting. Maybe I just have to change the setting powder just because it did crease just a little bit. Not really that noticeable, but I just want to make sure that I'm able to do a light setting at all times with this concealer because it is just so nice. So whenever you are pumping the concealer out, of course this is a foundation as well, but if you are wanting to use it just as a concealer, just make sure you're not pumping out so much because a lot comes out in just that one pump. And as you guys saw, it was really hard to kind of blend everything out with just a brush. If you do prefer a brush, just go very light and then just layer on as needed. But I really liked using a damp sponge. It just really soaked into my skin a lot better. This concealer is definitely worth the $10.99. I absolutely love it. Now, like I mentioned earlier, this concealer is also a foundation, and because this is a concealer wars, I wanted to just test the concealer out, at least test it as a concealer, but I'm also today wearing the foundation as a foundation. So I won't be doing an update on my YouTube channel for the foundation, but I will be doing an update for you guys on my Instagram just to let you guys know how it wore all day. So definitely keep an eye out for that. If you're not following me, why aren't you following me? Go ahead and follow me. If you have tried this concealer and foundation out, let me know if you like it or not, and hit that thumbs up if you like this video, and please subscribe for more content as I do upload every Wednesday and Saturday at noon Central Time, so keep an eye out for that. Thanks. Bye.